Hey guys, it's Peter here, and today I want to show you how to build your landing page, but also your portfolio page with additional information about your services or products, pretty much anything you want to learn, let's say list. I want to guide you through this process, and I promise you that you can really build a lot under 1 hour. So this video is probably not going to be very long. Actually, I will go through this, but also explain you all the steps which you have to understand to kind of move to the next section, and then you will have access to your website, so you can actually tweak it as you want, and then just release it with all the necessary information about SEO as well. So you should be able to build your final portfolio services page with a landing page, about page, feature page, even pricing page if you actually really want this. So let's dive in. Navigate to pineapplebuilder.com, click login, create new account. We can create our company workspace. Let's call it Mele. In this case, it is going to be a part of the URL, so no capital letters, no spaces, but it will be handled for you. So just type a name and make sure it's unique name. Then we can just drag our favorite icon, so we can recognize our workspace, and then create a space here. You don't have to add an icon, you can add it later, but yeah, if you have it, you can just drop it there. So this is your dashboard where you can see all your websites. You can have many websites. So let's go and generate our first website by clicking a new website. To help you to preview your future website, we have built this configurator where you can test different configurations for your websites. So for example, you can try different image style and see live changes on your website. So you can see if actually you like a bit more the photo version of it, you can pick this one and then change the palette style. For example, more pale color with different color palettes. As well, you can try different configurations, and what's more, you have also different business styles, so you can match this with your needs for your future business. Let's say we want to pick this. Of course, we can try as well the dark mode with additional background color. So for example, we can still pick a bit brighter color for our dark mode, or actually kind of going to vivid and then pick something like this. My favorite one is the mint right now. I really love this theme, but don't worry, you can always tweak your colors later when you create the whole page. So you don't have to worry. Here right now you can just preview it. You can try out different fonts as well, but then as well you can change your fonts and actually upload any fonts you actually want. Also, you can try different font style. So we have these 3 versions already pre-built. So you can go and play with different options and different configurations. And when you're ready, you can move to the next stage and generate your page. In this stage, you can add additional pages to your website. As we know that it might be hard for you to create these extra pages from scratch, we have already pre-built example pages for you. So you don't have to worry about page structure, what sections you should have, or in what order. You can just take all your learnings and adjust to your needs with new copy and images. And still, you can add or remove sections as you want. So now let's select pages which we think we might be using in this project. Let's add the landing page, feature page, about page, also pricing page. This next section will also actually generate our portfolio, product, services pages. By selecting this, it will create an entry page where you will have a list of all the items you want to present, an additional subpage where you can explain your product or service. Don't worry about adding pages and selecting them right now. You can always add additional pages later and generate them on the fly. So when ready, let's move on to the next stage. In this final step, we have to just provide the name for our website. As I mentioned, we can have many different websites, so we can call this website just a main website. This is part of the URL, that's why again you don't have any spaces. It will be already change and adjust. So just give it a name and then let's generate our website. Okay, so now when we have our website generated, we can preview it here in our editor. So as you can see on the top, we have our header, which we can edit using this modal here. We can go and check also other sections which we have here. Again, we put those sections in an order, which we think actually really help your user to understand what you try to convey. So you can use this scaffolding as a starting place for you to just update all the information on this website. But before we'll jump into this, I want to actually show you some basic functionality. As I mentioned before, you can still adjust your colors. You can play with those colors. You can actually pick different color. Right now we have your custom color already pre-configured, but you don't have to worry about this. You can say you discard because as long as you're not saving those changes won't be applied. So you can play with different configuration, you can try different palettes, and if you like some other palette, you can pick the different palette. The same for fonts, so you can still try with different fonts, buttons, size, shapes, etc. And when you're ready, just click save and we'll update all the information about your project. As long it's not saved, you can just hit the refresh in your browser and then it will go back to your original version. In this way, you can really play around first with your website, and then when you're ready, you can add additional changes and save them. Right, so right now, as you can see, also this will be your landing page, which means that you can go and edit and add additional information about you. So, you know, it could be about you, about your product, about your company. I think we also try to give you kind of some hints in those texts. So actually, you know, you can think about what will be the punchy headline that grabs the attention, describing maybe you or your company, or anything else. Just go and just edit it as you want. Really, you can just type here anything, or you can slash and then, you know, pick different font size. And you can use also emoji. So this is how easy it is to kind of edit all the text fields. As well, if you want to change the image itself, just go here. You can upload your images. When you have your images uploaded, you will have all the images here, so you can manage your assets in a very simple way. But also you can, you know, pick any free images just by searching. So let's say we want someone, or like it's maybe about me. You know, let's pick one guy here, and you know, we can use this image and then adjust this so it will match our style, etc. So you can go and edit each section separate. You know, like if you don't like any of the sections, you can just go and remove this. Again, we try to kind of give you some kind of hints how to build your website. But if you want to change something, or you kind of, you know, you want new sections, you can actually kind of go here and add new section. And in here you will have different sections pre-generated as well by us. So you can actually use those templates to really generate the section you like. So for example, if you would like to have maybe a pricing section, right? Like you can use those kind of, let's say, starters. The same about the feature sections, FAQ, etc. About. So whenever you like one of the sections, you can just grab it and then add it to your page and then continue editing. You can add additional buttons, all the additional elements actually to make your website the way you really want it. There is additional kind of way to edit, have like advanced, let's say, editing for each of the components. By just clicking edit, you can go to this right panel here, and then you can adjust additional configuration. So we can change this text to additional text, let's say. We can change the variant configuration for the button itself, the size of it, the icon. So you can play around. There's like a lot of features, and this additional padding you can adjust in here. So you can really tweak this page to your liking. There is one more feature which is quite powerful. This is this kind of the generator itself, where you can actually generate maybe different configurations. So using this configurator here, you can kind of generate maybe different style which you like. So in this case, maybe I want to kind of have a bit different configuration. So really in here, you can really create your unique configuration. The same is for lists. You can generate many different lists in here. So again, you can play with this. We want to make sure that all the templates are very adjustable. So you can configure them, and then you don't have to build this from scratch. You can just add this and replace. So if you actually have any other website which you like and you want to mimic the style, you should be able to really do it in simple way, actually using those generators. So you can now go and play with your website, doing this basic adjustments. Then we'll jump into next section, which is about adding more sections, adding more pages to your website. Just to make sure that actually after each change, you click save. As I mentioned before, we want to make sure that you have ability to really play around with your idea first, and then when you're ready, you can save it, because sometimes you do a lot of changes, you want to test some ideas, so you can do it without saving first, and then when you're ready, just hit save. In this case, I'm not going to save those changes. I'll just hit command refresh for my page. So I go back to the first configuration. And then let's dive into other pages. So if you go here, click pages, you will see additional pages which we actually generated. So those are the pages which we kind of wanted to add to our page. So if you go now to about page, you can see, again, this is like a template for the about page. So it could be your company vision, mission, but it could be your personal or like your brand, local brand, or even if it's actually, very portfolio or your family, you can actually still follow those guidelines in here. So again, just go and adjust to content, add different sections. About features is the page where you kind of explain a bit more what you do and what kind of results you have for your business or for your projects, etc. So I think those pages are very universal. I mean, probably pricing page, this section is like more for a SaaS business, but then also you can just remove this and just mention like what kind of options and then plans you have. Again, you can add different section which you can kind of generate from the section of pricing in here. So you can, again, just kind of adjust it as you want. But I think the main important bit which you want to do is to cover is the portfolio itself. So if you go here, you can open this folder here and then go to portfolio page. So this is the page where you will see all your products or like different items or services. We already kind of give you kind of couple examples here, and then create a kind of, let's say, categories, which you can just use and again adjust to your needs. You can just kind of say it could be your or like just products in here, and then you can adjust and rename this product to one, or like projects. If you don't like maybe this section, you would like to have maybe like again with lists with images, you can try to use this generator like this. So you can kind of, let's say, reuse this functionality out of the box. So you can kind of take and adjust this, or you could actually just go and remove this icon here and then maybe just add image, and there you go. You just really swap this element to something else. I will explain in another video, like maybe more in details, how to adjust UI to really kind of, let's say, what you want and like how this all works. But then I think for this tutorial, I think we can follow the very, very basic here. Anyway, it's quite easy to really adjust this. So as you can see, you know, in here you can create this list, and then you can kind of link this list, all those products, with a relevant sub page with a product. This page is still in the same folder. It could be the product itself. So in this case, I don't want to save those changes. I'll click OK, and navigate to this new product page. And this is example product page. So again, in here we can go and adjust, and then, you know, we can have like additional, let's say, lipstick product, right? So it could be anything here, and then you can still adjust this as you want, etc. And then I think it's good way to approach this, that, you know, you can just create like one template for your product, so maybe different sections, etc. And then you can duplicate this page by just clicking kind of here and duplicate this page. So then you can follow pretty much the same pattern, and it's easier for you to create those additional sub pages and for your product. Again, I don't want to save this, so I'll just navigate here. And the last bit is, you know, to actually connect those two pages together. So if we want to make sure that actually this button for the first product goes to our product, we can just copy Slack. This is the part of the URL which is necessary for this website to know like where to go, and then you can just copy paste this element here, and then in this case, let's just save those changes. So whenever you kind of go and test this website, you will see that actually this will navigate to the page. And actually, let's try to do this. Like, you can close those additional tabs here. You can also preview this website on tablet or maybe the iPhone itself. So you can see how this will all work on those different configurations. It's all responsive, but then also you can preview this website. And I think the best way is just opening this in the next window, so you can actually have those two pages open, so you can always preview how your website looks like. So yeah, let's try our button here. So when I click on the button, now I kind of navigate to this product page where you have all the information about your product. And then again, you can use this additional header menu to actually navigate to different pages. Okay, so now we can go back to our editor and talk about like last bits which actually you need for your website. So first of all, maybe as well, whenever you're ready, you can just hit the publish button here and publish your website. I will show you as well like how to preview all the websites in a dashboard. I think also, let's say one more thing to mention, that actually you see that probably this all the pages have this warning badge, which means that actually SEO for these pages are not filled in. So you have to go and fill in all the basic information for best SEO for your website. To do that, you can actually just kind of navigate to your dashboard. And actually, let's go back to your first screen. So because in this screen, you can see your website. You can have, again, many websites here. You have your website here, all the pages which we generated and modified, and here they are here. You have also the your design system, all the colors and additional fonts if you want to swap them, additional settings, the domain configurations, and also integration. And integration actually are a very powerful thing. We have a lot of documentation, so please check this out. I think you can actually use even this bubble here to kind of search for additional information and integrations, etc. And then in here you can just put the information about your Google Analytics, ID tracking, and then just save it, and automatically it will be integrated into your website. So there is not much actually needed to really add additional third-party providers into your website. As well, in here, after the basic plan, you can add your custom domain, so you can publish this. So feel free to explore this dashboard a bit more here, but I will go now and dive into SEO. So as I mentioned, we have this warning here. So if we go to this edit SEO, you can add all the basic information about the SEO and actually toggle this to actually make sure that actually this website, this page is not discoverable by search engine. So again, you have to really prepare maybe the page title and the description, so then whenever users search for your website, it will be possible for them to actually find this. So the page title could be any title in here. I think what's important, you will see the preview here. So again, also you can upload any image, and you will see how that will look like when someone actually kind of go to Google and then search for your website. Whenever you're ready, just click save and update all the necessary information in here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will dive into different aspects of building websites, more into really customization of the UI elements, adding more configurations in integrations, diving into analytics, etc. So if you want to learn more, subscribe and let me know. If you have any additional questions, I'm happy to help you and prepare next videos explaining your topics which you're interested. So just let me know. Thanks.